On today's episode of Video Marketing Madness, we're going to talk about 5 video tools that you can run directly in your web browser. And today's episode is made possible by freevideoeditor.co. Are you looking to start editing video, but you don't want to spend the high cost of grabbing one of those high-end video editors? Well, now you can get a high-end video editor completely free at freevideoeditor.co. And of course, if you jump on there and grab that, we've also got a lot of other great extras that you'll be able to pick up along with it. So that's at freevideoeditor.co. I'll leave off the last M for mustache. With that, let's hit the song.
He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy.
Radio show about video. That's what we are. Video Marketing Madness with Ray the Video Guy. I'm Steve Sleeper on the Earn.show radio network. And we've got a Facebook and a Twitter page with lots of great info. And we also have a YouTube where we upload the Facebook Live. So you can always go there too.
Yes. Love it.
Make note of that.
Indeed.
So five video tools that you can run from your browser.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to talk about some of this, especially because today I actually ran across a program that we're going to talk about during the show that is brand new and it runs right in your browser, and I was quite impressed by it. And so I figured, you know what? There's a lot of great tools that run right in your browser, and we should have a little discussion about them because it makes life a lot easier, lets you work on the road, and of course, if you're not a high-end video editor, gives everybody an opportunity to jump on in and start doing some stuff. And so let's jump right into that. And of course, if any of you have some great video tools that run in a web browser, then feel free to share them. Put them in the comments, whether it's on the Facebook Live or if it's afterwards or, anywhere else on our Facebook pages and Google Plus pages and MySpace pages and whatever else.
Twitter.
Plurk.
Twitter.
Wherever
Plurk.
we are. Feel free to tell us. Let us know what other great tools run in your browser. So the first one, yes, high five, of course. So the first one that I want to talk about is one that we've talked about before, and this is a pretty darn good video editor. In fact, we'd talk more about it if these guys would have an affiliate program so we can make money. But since they don't, we only talk about them once in a while. But it is a very good program in all seriousness. It's called WeVideo. And what this is a full-fledged video editor right in your browser. So all you do is go to wevideo.com. You sign up for an account. I believe you can start off for free. And even if you start to do more serious stuff, I think it's only like $2 a month. And maybe it goes up a little bit. But it's pretty cheap. But it allows you to upload some videos, edit your videos. You can do green screening. You can do all of the major video tools that you would expect in a nice video editor right from inside your browser. And it's just a neat little tool. Not hard to use, timeline based, so it looks just like the professional editors you might download, like Final Cut Pro or Premiere or Shotcut, whatever it is. So it's a very
cool. freevideoeditor.co.
Yeah, it's available at freevideoeditor.co. Leave off the last M for mustard. But no, seriously, it's a very good program. It allows you to do all of your video editing there. There's no real limitations to it. It's got a lot of the higher end tools that you'd expect, and it's very easy to use. And of course, as we said, pretty darn inexpensive. And of course, you can use it from anywhere. So if you're on the road and you don't have your normal computer with you, you've got maybe a small laptop, well, you can go there and you can still do some video editing, continue projects that you've already had. And it's just a great little tool, and it works very, very well. So if you're looking to edit video and you want one that runs right in your browser, then check it out, wevideo.com. Very cool stuff. So
yes,
The next one, and actually the next 3 of these are actually new softwares that probably nobody in the audience has ever even heard of. Well, maybe one of them because I talked about it this morning and I did a Facebook Live about it. But a very cool software, once again, that allows you to edit inside your browser. But this time, it's a plugin for WordPress. So you literally put this on your own website and you can run it. Now, what I would recommend, and for those of you who are not big in WordPress, try to follow along with this, but because I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but what I would recommend most people do is if you've got your website and it's, johnsmith.com, what I would do is I would create a folder inside of johnsmith.com, install WordPress there as well, a new instance of WordPress, and run it there. That way you don't have to worry about it conflicting with anything else. Make it be just for video editing, and you put it in there. And so it would be johnsmith.com/editor, whatever, and then you can go in there and you can do this. There won't be any conflicts. And the program is called Pixelbolt. And what it does is it allows you to do some basic video editing. And when I say basic, what I mean by that is, for instance, in the example I used this morning, we have sets of pre-made videos for local businesses, doctors, dentists, lawyers, and you can bring one of those in and you can do the customization right there in your web browser. Add their phone number, add their logo to the corner of the screen, things like that. And you can add animation to it as well. So it's a very slick little program. And if you happen to do video with the instant spokesperson or similar types of things, great little program to allow you to go in and make those edits and save it out very quickly. And it also has a lot of other cool tools in it too. With the video, as soon as you're done with that video, if you create a new page on your site, there's a little button right there on the WordPress dashboard that allows you to add that video to a page automatically. And so therefore, you could, for instance, create a video for, John Smith the plumber, and immediately create a page to sell that video to him so he can see it, he can go to the page, and he can buy the video right there. So very cool little plugin for that. Now, it also has a graphic design tool in there, completely separate tool, but part of the same plugin package. You open up the graphic designer, same type of thing. You've got the ability to create any kind of graphic you want, but they've got templates for Facebook pages and Facebook ads and business cards and all that kind of fun stuff. And there's just dozens and dozens and dozens of templates for these. All you have to do is choose a template. You want to create a Facebook cover, choose the Facebook cover template, go in, make your edits, save it, and you are done. Quick, easy, fast, just a great little editing tool. Has layers, just like Photoshop would. So if you've got multiple things in there, you've got a layer palette, so you can see the different layers and move things around and reorder them. So it's just a slick little tool. You can create things from scratch. You don't have to use templates. You can add your own text. You can do whatever you want with them, but just a great little tool inside of there. And then the final tool that's a part of that is a little bit more specific. It's a t-shirt creation tool. So it's basically meant for people that are doing things like Teespring. They're creating designs and selling the designs of t-shirts, which is very popular. It's got a tool specifically for that. You open it up, has a picture of a t-shirt, you can do your designs, and you can save it out. And it's just a fun little product. You need to edit. You need to edit on the go. You want to do it inexpensively. You want to do it from your own website. Very cool product to do that. Great graphic design tool. And of course, if you're doing t-shirts, that's an added plus. So great little program. That is Pixelbolt. And you can actually pick that up right now at raisebonuses.com/Pixelbolt. Highly recommend you check that one out. All right, now.
That's raisebonuses.com.
Yes.
Include the M as in multitasking.
Multitasking. Mayo. So you do want to keep the M on that one. So yeah, so that is Pixelbolt. Now the next tool that we're going to talk about.
You still do t-shirts? Sorry to interrupt. You still do t-shirts?
I good story about that. We did t-shirts for a little while, and we actually did really, really well with t-shirts. And then Facebook didn't like what we were doing with the advertising and shut down my whole ads account. So we did well for a short period of time, and then kind of got killed with that. And then I haven't really gone back. So
yeah, okay.
Too bad, because we did. Yeah, we certainly made a lot of money in a very short period of time. And
what were you doing? T-shirts with naked women on them or something? Why did they shut you down?
No, you know what it was is it had nothing to do with that at all. We were bringing in custom audiences, and they changed their rules about custom audiences, and then just shut us down for doing it.
Okay,
and it's like, hey, it's kind of crazy, but
thanks.
And originally, and part of the problem was we were targeting people by name. So in other words, everybody named Mike, everybody named Steve, everybody, and they decided that that's an invasion of privacy, which I never quite understood. So you can target everybody who's a nurse and run an ad, but if you target everybody who's named Mike, suddenly that's an invasion of privacy. So, oh well, what are you going to do, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so the next tool I want to talk about is for Facebook Live. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook Live and not just listening to the podcast, you'll notice that Steve and I have a very unique sort of look to our program here that we're on. We've got a news-like feel to it, so we're each in a little box, and there's a background and a logo and the date and time, and there's a news ticker that I forgot to turn on at the beginning of the show that's on right now.
There it is. I see it now.
Yeah, you can see it now. And so that's actually done with a pretty powerful piece of software that doesn't run in your browser. However, the other day I discovered a new software, and at the time I didn't know it was new. I just happened to come across it. I was trying to do some research, trying to find Facebook Live related softwares that did similar things to what we're doing, but for the average person who doesn't want to spend a lot of money. And again, our software is Mac only, so if they had a PC, they couldn't use it. So we wanted to find something, and I came across a new program called Infiniscene. Now,
how do you spell that?
INFINISCENE. So Infiniscene. And no, it's not it's not a product for your PlayStation.
INFINIC. What was the rest?
SCENE. Infiniscene. And
scene.
Yes, scene as in like in a play. And that's at infiniscene.com. And what this program is I'm not going to say it's quite what we're doing here. It's not at that level, certainly, because it's running your browser and, but what it does is it allows you to stream directly to places like Facebook, as well as other services as well. It allows you to do graphics and videos and overlays and all that kind of fun stuff. You could probably recreate most of what we're doing right now. You'd have to put a little bit more work into it than what we do. We've got, tons of different plugins that animate and things like that. But if you wanted to have a look that was similar to what we have, you could actually do most of that right inside this program. It's a big step up from OBS. So if you've been using OBS, it is a big step up from there with, it's not just a streaming tool. It is a video creation and then stream it sort of tool. So it is very slick. And the best part is it's our favorite price. It is 100% free. So you can do things like add graphics and, do interviews with people, use your webcams. And the great thing is, unlike with OBS, and much more like the program that we're using, you don't need to use any special tools to get your video onto Facebook. So for instance, in OBS, you have to use another tool in order to stream your OBS project directly to your Facebook group or to your profile.
Right.
Inside of Facebook, if you're going to your page, they have tools there, but you have to take a lot of steps. You got to go get a stream key. You got to set it up. You got to copy and paste it in. This, you literally just say, hey, I'm going live to Facebook. You choose Facebook and you connect your account, and then you just choose where you want to go. You want to go to this page? Great, you go. You want to go to your profile? Great, you go. And you just hit the button and it just starts. So it's a very slick, very easy to use software with a lot more cool features than OBS will give you, but it's the same price. It is free. So highly recommend you check that out, infiniscene.com. Now, one story about Infiniscene, like I said, I came across it the other day, and when I did, what I didn't realize was that it literally was a brand new software. So I just happened to discover it. I jumped in, I started playing with it. I started talking to the little help chat thing that was in the corner to ask them some questions, because I really wanted to see if this was a good replacement for OBS, something that's a step up. And started chatting with him, and he's like, oh yeah. And I asked him about, I can't even remember what feature it was. I said, do you have a feature like this? And he's like, oh, I don't think we do. Hold on. And he comes back 5 minutes later. He's like, okay, now we do. So he literally made a change right there for me. And what I found out was that they were literally working on the program when I discovered it. So it's still completely brand new, and it's being updated all the time. In fact, I got an email from them this morning saying that they had made some changes, which I didn't even read yet, but I did see that they had added some new features and things. So very cool program. The developers they seem much more like enthusiasts than anything else. I even asked the guy directly. I said, how do you make money with this? It's free. He's like, well, we don't know. It's free right now. And that's all he would say. So it is free. I'm assuming maybe at some point they'll have some sort of pro version, but completely free. You can get on there right now at Infiniscene.com and start doing some really cool Facebook Lives, YouTube Lives, as well as a few other streaming softwares as well. So very cool.
Number 4.
And again, it runs right in your browser.
Sorry.
All right. Number 4 is a brand new kind of a replacement for the webinar sort of softwares. And this product is called Zoom Chat, or Zoom as most people call it. And it's available at zoom.us. And what this allows you to do is to do video chats that you can record. And you can actually, in the software that we're using right now, which is Mimo Live, instead of using what we're using to talk, me and Steve, we could use Zoom Chat and have him in the other window from Zoom. And in fact, I did an interview the other day with Chad Nicely, and that's how I discovered this software. That's what he used, was this product called Zoom to do the interview. So each of us, we could see each other, and it recorded both sides and put it together into a nice little video, and it worked really, really well. Very clear, high quality image, but it's built not necessarily for video interviews such as that. It's really meant to be for video conferences with businesses and things like that. But it is completely free to get started. You can have up to 50 people on a conference for free, and and that video chat or even audio chat, you can do audio, is it will go for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it'll cut you off. But if you want to go longer, you've got a bigger crew, then you can actually pay, I think it's like $15 a month for the next level up. So it's a very affordable product to be able to do these nice little live chats. And again, that's at zoom.us, Zoom Chat. Highly recommend that you check it out. All right. And now we're down to number 5. Now this one is a little bit different, and it's a little self-serving, I guess, because it's actually a tool that I've created. And this is available at launchfblive.com. And what this is if you go there, you're going to be wondering what the heck it is, because there's not much on that page. Literally, it's a line of text and a button, a magic button. And what this does is it allows you to send your whatever you're recording, your Facebook Live, to your pages, your groups, and your profile. Now, of course, inside of Facebook itself, you can do a Facebook Live to your page. You just have to go into the back end of the page and set everything up. But with Launch FB Live, you can do the same thing for groups. You can do the same thing for events. You can do the same thing for your personal profile. And that will allow you to use softwares like OBS to stream. Now, of course, the last software we talked about kind of replaces that. But if you're using OBS or if you're using other softwares that require that traditional attachment to Facebook, well, this allows you to do that, because Facebook, while they have the tools to allow you to go live from something like OBS to your profiles and your groups, they don't give you the interface to be able to do that. You can't do that from within Facebook itself. So you have to use the APIs. So we use the API to create this magic button that allows you to do that. You click it, you grab the stream just like you normally would, you put it into OBS, you stream your video out, and you're good to go. So again, highly recommend that you check it out. That is at launchfblive.com.
Yes.
Keep the M on.
So now let me ask you, number 3, Infiniscene.
Yes.
Will that stream out to the groups and pages?
It will.
Okay.
And or at least I know it definitely does the pages. It definitely does the profile, and I believe it does the groups as well. I'll have to double check and see. If it doesn't, it certainly can. It just may not be implemented yet. But yeah, it's a very cool little software. Very, very easy to use. Allows you to create, different scenes. So you can literally transition from one scene to the next. So for instance, let's say in our case here, we're showing the two of us on screen. But if I wanted to show a full screen graphic, like we did at the beginning of the show or something like this, all I do is press a button. Well, it's basically the same type of thing. It's like having a live switcher that you can switch to different things on that. So it's very easy to be able to do that.
So then number 5, launchfacebooklive.com is something that you can use with the streaming software to be able to just hit a button and go to all your Facebooks.
Absolutely. So that would allow you to do that with all of them. So if you're using OBS and you need to go out to any of those different places on Facebook, you can now do that. So it's very...
You're a bright guy.
Cool. Well, thank you. I would love to take credit for that, but all it was my idea, and somebody else did it for me. So
somebody did, well, you got a fine head of hair as well. So.
I do. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is very helpful. So, Mindset Matters.
Mindset Matters. Well, let's do it, shall we? Okay. Let me hit that little bumper here.
Mindset Matters.
Yeah, for some reason, there's always a delay when I hit that particular one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's your computer's going, what? Yeah, I need to wake up?
But it seems to only be that particular one that does that. And it's very short, so I don't know. Maybe it's a big file or something. Who knows? All right, so for today's Mindset Matters, we're going to go right back once again to the world of podcasting. And the reason we go there is to listen to a podcast that's going to help you with your business, your mindset, and all that other fun stuff. And the podcast is called Internet Business Mastery. This is a podcast put on by a couple friends of mine that I've worked with, Jeremy and Jason. And what they do is they talk about all sorts of internet business. And if you start from the very beginning, they talk a lot more about strategies and things you can do in your business. But if you get into more of the later podcasts, they talk a lot more about your mindset, how to have the right mindset to make money, how to have the right mindset to run a business, how to get yourself in the right position to be happy in life. Because their goal with not only the podcast, but with everything they do is about lifestyle, to improve the lifestyle of everybody that listens to the podcast or does any of their programs. And they call it the freedom lifestyle because obviously what we want to have is we want to have freedom. For instance, if Steve and I had to work as construction workers, we probably wouldn't be doing this podcast right now. So, yes.
And I'd probably lose my hand the first day, but anyhow.
Yes, but that's another story. And then you definitely would not have the freedom lifestyle. You would not have much freedom once you lost your leg and your hand and your left ear. So, but that's what you want to check out is Internet Business Mastery. Check it out on all your favorite podcasting tools. And it's pretty popular, so it should show up right in the search. Very good little podcast. They've dominated podcasting for a couple of years. Them and Pat Flynn and a few of those others out there. We love their podcast. So check it out, Internet Business Mastery on the podcast waves. Can't say airwaves, right? So we got to say the podcast waves, I guess.
The Podcast Nation? No.
Podcast.
Anyhow.
Podcast.
Universe.
Anyway, whatever you use for podcasting, you'll be able to find that in there. So there you go. That's our Mindset Matters for the week of Thursday, January 19th, 2017.
Hey, you know why that bumper wasn't playing like it should?
Why is that?
It's a WAV file. I'll make an MP3.
Could be. Yeah, we'll have to do an MP3.
I just checked it. Yeah. So just a little tip for you folks out there. Produce everything in WAV because it's better sound quality, but then take it down to an MP3 because it's smaller. Yes. Press it down. That's right.
Absolutely.
And it's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy. I'm Steve Sleeper. I took notes.
Yes.
Ray's mimicking me. I took notes. It'll be in the comments section on Ray's page for the Facebook Live.
Excellent.
And we're also on Earn.show. We're on Blog Talk Radio. We're on YouTube.
We're everywhere.
Today's show made possible by
freevideoeditor.co. If you're looking to start editing video and you don't want to spend the high price for those high-end broadcasting tools like Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere and Sony Vegas, well, we've got one that is completely free and still has all those great tools like green screening and 3-point editing and dragging and dropping and exporting to all sorts of different formats. And you can get it today free of charge at freevideoeditor.co. Leave off the last M for mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Yes.
All right.
Excuse me. Play that funky music, a white
Let's
boy.
hit that ending song. Here we go.
He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise, has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy.